Yo, so after 11 years in the making and about 5 years of entertaining, I was finally able to finish this bullshit. So, I started watching Attack on Titan in 7th grade. I'm turning 18 next month, and I honestly stopped caring about the show ever since they kept going on break in season 4, about like 2 years ago. I really stopped beginning to care. But today was a day where I finally finished it from start to finish. Well, I didn't, not in one fucking day. What do you fucking take me for? But I started watching it again like 2 months ago, and I finished it today. And I wanted to talk about it. Not really the season or my thoughts about the anime, but how this show went from like Netflix, watched and talked about in every household, to a blockbuster. Ancient technology that not a Mongolian nomad would touch. So, look man, if you haven't watched Attack on Titan, why the fuck did you click this video? Was it because of me? And if you have and haven't finished the series, I suggest watching one of my many other videos on my channel. Before we get into why the hype of this show died, I want to first go over where we were in Attack on Titan when people began to lose interest. So, what we're going to focus on today is Attack on Titan Season 4. So everything before Season 4, anything that doesn't have to do with Season 4, will not be brought up in this video. Also, I'm not talking about the whole fucking season here. I'm only talking about shit that correlates with what I'm talking about. So let's just get into Season 4. Season 4 starts and feels completely different than any other season. It first started off in the perspective of the Eldians that basically lived in the Marleyan Empire. And it showed you how their life was. It showed you that they're not bad people, they were just raised to believe what they were doing is wrong. The Eldians are the devil, Marleyans are saints, so we finally figured out about humanity outside the walls, and the world that is built on hate. So this was a really cool twist, and it starts off a little slow, introducing key characters for later in the season. Season 4 starts off how Season 1 of Attack on Titan starts. It starts off with normal day-to-day civilization, following a group of kids around in their day-to-day rambunctious actions. But instead of Eren, Mikasa, and Armin, we're following around Flak, Gabby, and a bunch of other warrior candidates that no one gives a fuck about. So, boom, out of nowhere, suddenly, fucking Titans, boom, attack Glorious Day, wreck many future baby showers. Eren commits genocide and betrays the trust of all of his friends. So we're basically all caught up. Basically what happens next is a break. And then after they come back, another break. And then after they come back, another break. Y'all catching on? So basically after anything happened in Season 4, like anything big, we go on break. So the minute Attack on Titan would come back, it'd come back like a year, a couple months later. You'd have to rewatch, sometimes you'd have to rewatch all of Attack on Titan just to remember what was happening. Eren basically betrays the trust of all of his friends, including Mikasa and Armin, who throughout all of Season 4 are basically like, do we hate Eren? Do we not? Do we kill Eren? Do we not? Do we make love to Eren? Do we not? Last part might have just been me, but throughout all of Season 4, our most beloved character is a prick, and we don't really have an idea why. Our beloved Eren is gone, took a complete 180, and really not until towards the end of the series we get to understand his thought process. Did I say end of the series? I meant last 2 episodes. They dropped little hints throughout the season of like what he was thinking, but I mean the reality is motherfucker killed 80% of the population and all we got was like some fucking flashbacks through his father memories. Like, I don't really know, man. So our beloved Eren is gone, and they don't really give you like much. They give you little hints throughout the season. But the problem with the hints is the breaks. Every time they'd give you like some groundbreaking information or some groundbreaking shit would happen, it'd be a break, and then you forget what the fuck is happening. Also, the build-up and the plot was a little confusing. So every time they went on break, and you'd forget what was happening, and you'd rewatch it, you still really wouldn't know what's happening. I watched the anime, researched it, rewatching it again right now, making a whole goddamn video on it, and I still don't really understand most of the fucking anime. Well, Season 4 at least. Like, their history around the war. I don't get that at all. I don't really even still understand it. Like, the founder, Ymir, her background. The, spoiler alert, Mikasa, how she was the one who freed Ymir. Like, all of that is still confusing me. And I know I'm not the only one. So the non-stop breaks and the confusing plot really just fucked up momentum, not just for the season, but for the whole anime. Final season is so important to pretty much every show. You can have a banger of a show for like 20 fucking years. I mean, you can be Game of Thrones, you can be goddamn fucking Walking Dead. Fucking hell, you could be Michael Jordan, fused with goddamn Godzilla, first season. But if you suck next year, they're gonna treat you like Jamie Foxx in Amazing Spider-Man. So I talked about the build-up being lackluster. I talked about the confusion, the breaks, the fucking never-lasting feeling like you're being edged to eternity. Fucking hell, I feel like that every time I watch a new anime. But the biggest problem I really had with this season, the biggest problem above all, was the character development. My problem is there is none. Characters like Eren and Flock basically just had their whole lives and everything changed basically from one situation. With Eren, he decided to commit genocide because he touched a bitch hand. For Flock or Flacco, alright, I keep mixing them up with the warrior candidate. He basically, his life-changing situation was getting rocks thrown on him by the big old, big titty fucking hairy bastard over here. But the big problem with this is, Flacco and Eren are my favorite characters in this whole fucking show. Well, not in the whole show, but in this whole season. And they had no development. Flock, he came out of nowhere. I admit he had a very life-changing experience. I mean, anybody would shit themselves getting a bunch of rocks thrown at him by this fucker. I mean, he doesn't have to be that tall or anything. Look at him. He's disgusting. But I really wanted to see, like, that kid go from that to fucking Flock. Like, the guy who was over here leading the Jaegerist. I mean, like, he's, like, come on. Like, even though he's a prick, he has, like, one of the most sickest-written characters in the whole season. In the whole Attack on Titan, honestly. The fact is, from season 1, 2, and 3 of Attack on Titan, it was talked about like crazy. I mean, everybody was recommending it to people who wanted to try anime. And now the final reason that the hype of this anime is just dead. I mean, it's fucking dead. I mean, I'm surprised I'm even talking about it. It's fucking dead. It's gone. It's 6 feet under the corpse. I'm spitting on it. I'm dancing on Attack on Titan. I'm pissing. I am teabagging Attack on Titan's grave. Okay. So before I get this corpse pregnant, I'm gonna fucking wrap this up. Though the final reason that the really the kill shot in ending Attack on Titan's career, MGK style, was basically the ending. Now, I for one fucking love the ending. I think people who don't like the ending are smoking crack. But I do know that a lot of people were mad with the, non-happy singing, arms around the campfire, fucking cooking s'mores, talking about horse ending. But I loved it. I mean, I personally loved the ending. I actually really like the ending. I think it's one of the best endings for an anime. I think if the ending was all happy, run off into the sunset, no one fucking dies, that it just wouldn't make sense. When has anything in Attack on Titan ever been happy? I just feel like it would have ruined everything that Attack on Titan's built. Attack on Titan was never supposed to be a happy show, and if it ended with, I don't know, fucking Eren and Mikasa on top of a mountain having 40 kids and a goddamn dog that speaks French, I mean, it just wouldn't make sense. But, Eren died, Mikasa killed him, chopped off his head, and they kissed. A fucking beautiful ending. Look at Shakespeare over here, jealous. This right here was artwork. It's like Picasso came over here and nutted all over the table. I mean, it's just beautiful. I do think the ending was really good. I just think that people weren't talking about it how they should have been. When Attack on Titan ended, I didn't even know. I didn't care. No one did. But now after watching Attack on Titan fully, from episode 1 to episode last, I can confidently say that Attack on Titan is one of the best animes I've ever watched. And I think if you haven't watched Attack on Titan, you're a fucking retard. And leave! No, okay. Watch Attack on Titan. But yeah, that's how Attack on Titan killed over a decade of hype. If you like this video, there should be many more for you to enjoy. If there's not many more for you to enjoy, there should be many more in the future. If there's not many more in the future, I hope you die of a fucking terminal disease. Okay, but I gotta stop myself before it comes out. I mean, I'm working on it. That's where I am. But yeah, that's it for today.